Hello my viewers, welcome to my blog and straight to YouTube page, homepage, and today is June 2nd, 2026. Yeah, it's either this, what you prefer, that for conversation, or this, right? That with picture like this, dancing like that, rather than to observe the life with the leaders like this. Something needs to be re-administrated in here, because life is looking very sad with the faces like this. See, the terror was spreading because such a countries with a previous population like Russia and Ukraine and others too were seen in United States as only a base for extra money, for making extra money, fast money to feed their needs. That's what they were coming here. Open the borders. And those administration, including this, were just for it. Support that terror. And that's where all inconvenience came to our country. And that's why the war right now between Russia and Ukraine, and it's spreading more to the Russian Federation. It's very ignitable situation when inconvenience already crossed the whole fine lines of tolerance. You don't want government leaders who support the terror in the country, in a global politic, so it's all spreadable to the life of every citizen and his family of United States. Right? Right. Okay, the upper page looking like this right now, with a nice homey view of a kitchen table filled with the beautiful meals and bakery. Everything is ready for a nice soft conversation with a cup of tea. That's what the life is for a nice conversation, good music, good meals, and a little work to make it possible to bring it in your life. Put it on the table. Bring those who are with you for a good coffee or tea. Nice bakery to share. And life is going on. They talk about the lots of herbal growing in the fields. And we're getting very educated about how to survive when drugs are not good or not qualified for treating you well when you're getting sick. For that, good to know what you can get on the field. Spooks is putting his 5 cents. Spooks, I am busy right now. Come here. Come here if you like to come. Oh, this guy wants to be everywhere. He just was outside. Now he came and he actually probably looking for the attention. Yeah, everybody needs attention. Spooks also in this amount. In here, my camera focusing on a video where I started talking about herbal, which are growing straight from the fields. Yeah, this is what's on the picture is a clover. Clover could be a 2 or even 3 colors, but most likely you can find a white and pink clover. White clover is very healthy, very good for your health, and treating and healing many inconveniences which cause to your health by all kind of sickness. So it's just a good. Make a tea with clover. It's excellent. Yes, and it's worth to talk about this. Music. Some foreign actors, as you see one of them from the right, like a woman. This kind of people, they like to stay young, looking forever and ever, thinking that they're gonna live pretty long life. In 100 years they could look like this, in 200 years, but unfortunately we did not make it this way. But we're working on it. We're really working natural way if to make our life content and peaceful. We could look much better. The main thing is to look healthy. Attractive is good, but everybody look at being attractive different ways. So the healthy look is the most important looks, yes. And work is good, but there are also very important points in your love and life, yes, which are family, your loved ones, you yourself with your needs besides of work, right? It's if you're towards to retirement, enjoy your life on retirement, and do not be a workaholic when your age is calling for quitzy and enjoying the life. Be devoted to the people who you trusted. Yes, so bring your family or friends, loved ones to your table, and this is nothing more upgraded, for the feeling is to have a soft conversation with a sip of tea from a beautiful cup, have a piece of cake or just a bread with the butter and above some spread of fruits or chocolate. This also very worthy stuff for living cheerful life. Yes. Richard Kleiderman showing his best pieces of music here. And some news which coming as alarm. Stay vigilant for the politic and politicians who not making your life very happy, or they only think for themselves, but very poor way. If they would think for themselves as educated people do it, they could do much better, but probably lack of education, lack of lots of good stuff did not make a good impression in themselves. So by themselves they did not grow well to be anything good in his life. And result will be something which probably would be necessary involvement in a social life of all country. Because to be tolerant for spreading the terror and disaster, then we could call ourselves for supporter of the terror which spreading in our social life. People, which is very amazed, for people who not expect anything like they not deserve. If people did not expect anything, and they educated people, they not deserve, it will not come and ruin their life, right? But same time, how naive you could be and uneducated if you could come to some country, the other country, other than your country, in so irresponsible way pretend that you build yourself with the righteousness. There is no righteousness to talk about it. When the people do mistakes after mistakes, and by the strange, bad way, fraudulent money, were promoted to come to the higher class of people to spoil this higher class of people. In the White House, which never would tolerate for a long anything wrong as attachment. And that's what it is. That's what's coming right after that. When people who not situated well with righteousness came in line that they are just good for teaching us and telling us what to do in our country. They're just for it. Well, it doesn't come this way they thought so. But we're opening lots of more about them as a truth, which is disgusting, really disgusting. They cannot look naive, be naive like teenager. They are just then simply to call liars. Yes. There are so many first things to do in the country. Events, right? Events, things which has to be done first. Not like just to put your name on some buildings and your day, you make your day. Yes? No. It looks ridiculous. Yes. It looks ridiculous. You did not build it. You did not put anything valuable to this movement to make your name at some historical building. It's just worse than to be naive. It's just not even incompetent. It's just like, I want to do what I wanted to do, and that's it. I'm the one who can do it, but no, you're not. And your name is removed now because you are a liar, apparently. We discover so much thing about our former president. And right now our sick society is under reconstruction. We cannot live such a messy life in chaos when people are only busy about themselves. Yeah. Some kind of upstate village was growing and became not just a place of a terror where people were dying in the big amounts. This village with its runners pretend to be immigration for our country. They were creating their own permission to live in our country. Just be a simple prostitute and you're in. They will cover you. But no, apparently no, there were no visas for escort services or else like this. How sick became our social life and society that to put the righteousness and all values, righteousness with all values, good living, back on the rails, it takes such a long time. The people who were making a mess were in a big amounts. But the righteousness has to be strong for control. And we have to understand how important the righteousness and control. They don't have rights. By constitution, by our laws, in every country, by the way, to even talk. They don't have rights, yes. They don't have rights to have a name in the country where they do not belong. They don't have a rights at all. Then why we have them? It surely bringing lots of negative into the life of the legal people when they tolerant giving much tolerance to the illegal. But that's why illegal were sneaking. That's why the punishment has to come to the government who opened the borders. It's a big crime to open a border in the country. And somebody have to pay the bill for that. Yes. Spook is here. He is waiting when I give him my chair. I hear you, Spooks. Can you wait can you wait a minute or so? I'm focusing. I'm talking with my viewers, trying to talk about news today. Well, and here probably worth to mention that at all this mess, when nothing works well and with the righteousness in our administration in White House, was FBI director who came from India and left his big mess, yes, with untrue and lots of lies, covering this, as we know, he was covering, did not want to talk much about this Epstein, which came as a cruel news about cruelty in United States. And people want to know and listen, but everything, lots of already news about Epstein Village is opened to the public. But the thing is that administration tried to hide it. Yes, so that FBI director is taken off, removed, as Kash Patel. And now look like Trump have a new FBI director as a Bill Pullman. Well, we'll see how good this guy is. After open border deal came as a boomerang to him when he became a former president. He publicly declared that he has a 4th stage of cancer. You see? You see how people are and what we have in the government? So be strong for yourself and for your family. We will overcome all of those tragedy and tragedy bringers in our social life in our country. They all will pay the bill. We not deserve to have such a people in the government. And this is the lowest videos of the YouTube homepage right this moment. I try to find a good music. I saw here somewhere a good music. No, I saw something different. Maybe I scroll it too fast. Okay, I found here one. It's a Chopin. Here Valentina plays. And I saw something else here. Let's scroll some more. Maybe I'll catch it. I hope I will not miss it. Oh, here's even another one. Okay, our dearest Valentina Lisitsa plays Moonlight Sonata of Ludwig van Beethoven. Let's listen a little bit.
Snickers crunchy peanut butter. Oh wait, it says ice cream, not ice cream. Can I try again?
When you listen such a great musicians like Valentina, you think that having them in our life, it's for a greatness of the life. music have for bringing listening out of swamp and showing him our way to go. Apocalypse never come when such a music was still here. But some good changing and good changes in this life, full and filled with unexpected surprises. We will face yet. We will see lots of good things. They're coming yet. And Valentina telling us about it.